Christopher Nolan.
Great actor. Great
That's
actor.
the Leo one.
Well, final pick here. The EXP. Alice is still good.
Yeah.
Other than the Alice.
Well,
What
have
other
burst.
things?
do they want damage with it? Do they just want to go Lapo or something? Oh,
Yep.
there it is.
Might as well. You need that physical.
Yeah, they spread out their damage profile. It just since it worked out so well for Galaxy Phoenix, again, since because of some early trades didn't go in the favor of Navi, I'm leaning a bit more towards them, but I have been looking for Nolan since the start of this day, and I'm finally seeing it.
Hey,
You know, just
Layla's
because I
been
like
looking for
Nolan,
Nolan.
her entire life.
Her entire life, yeah.
He was a baby when he left. I'm leaning towards Navi for this one.
For me, it really is the first 4 minutes of the game. If Navi is somehow able to get a lot of creeps in the jungle, it might be their game. Do you want to kick him out?
No, that's your job.
Hey, you know what? Thank you very much, Remar.
Thank
You
you.
have been an amazing host.
Thanks so much.
We wouldn't want anyone else.
Aw,
No one else.
appreciate it.
I'll stick to that. My name is Afel. Alongside with me is Nicey. We're going to cast the second game here, which, hey, this time it looks a bit more balanced for both teams.
I would say it definitely is balanced. It's a 50-50 for me. I know you guys gave... Did you say Navi? Is that who you went with?
If Navi wins the first 4 minutes,
First 4 minutes. So you're
It's
on the
them.
first
It's
4
them.
minutes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to lean towards Navi on this one, too. I think their composition's a much better overall. Covers the grounds. And the weak points that they had in the last game, man.
look at this. Interesting. Looks like Rain is going for an Inspire in her emblem set, covering the shortage of the mana. Oh, hold on.
Whoa, that mid-lane lockdown already happening. Sophia, this looks a lot like Game 1's initial fight off in the mid.
So as long as Keishi doesn't die in the opposing jungle, then they should be good, right? Because I really feel like if you can't win, just don't lose. That's good enough, right?
That's a simple way to look at it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the setup once again. Utilizing that Guinevere Fa. They have a Revitalize, though, so they are going to be fine, but that was popped out already from Murray. This is the thing I want to see from Navi adjust from Game 1, where, you know, Purify used, too. The whole lot of battle spells being taken out. What I was going to say is playing around this kind of defensively against the Guinevere setup that seemed to be such a problem for Navi in Game 1.
I'm gonna say, like, Gwen is such a Fa hero. Because the moment she jumps out the song, it's like, Fa!
Yeah, that's great. You know, it's one of those things where you have to say it when you do it.
Yeah, not having Purify in the first turtle is gonna be devastating. Because again, with the Guinevere, you don't have to win the turtle.
Yeah.
You just kill 2 people, and then you're happy. In MLBB.
Yeah, this is one of those cases where if you get overloaded with the crowd control options that Galaxy Phoenix has, it's going to be really difficult to approach the objectives.
Because right now, I feel like for Navi, they just have to remember what happened in game number 1, where basically they get picked off. It's even the same bush. Look at that. They're just waiting in that left bush in the mid, trying to wait for someone to go through.
Oh, but this time, Keishi on a different hero will be able to try to go for Ling. Not going to happen, though. Ling also, she's got her Bravest Fighter, so she's fine. A little projectile into the Gush. They're going to look for this pick off here with the Requiem, not Ayanami. First to go down, first blood over to Galaxy Phoenix, and now Turtle for the taking here. A jump in from Ling just to zone out the rest of Navi. Bravest Fighter bringing Keishi low, but the Lantern under the turret as Ling gets punished. But Turtle secured for Galaxy Phoenix.
Yeah, still a positive for Galaxy Phoenix because they're able to get a kill as well as the turtle. I'm sure they would prefer if Ling doesn't die there, but I feel like it's still okay because you're going up against Phoveus. Phoveus isn't going to punish a Lapu that much.
Yeah.
So Ling should still be able to get a farm.
She's got to be the brave one, right? So that's what she went for. You got to remember, too, there's a Jushin across from you for Rain right now from Navi. But I think off of that, if you see a lot of those little minor exchanges in terms of what Galaxy Phoenix can get, they compound throughout the game.
Speaking of, Ling, it's actually having an advantage in terms of the gold. So it looks like Ling was able to deny not Ayanami in some minions. So even though she did die, it really didn't punish her that much because it doesn't look like she really missed any minion waves. So now for Galaxy Phoenix, Navi has to understand their whole idea is Fa is going to pick off someone.
Yeah.
And then Sophia is just going to follow up, right? It's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. At this point, they're like, who's going to be the sacrificial lamb? Someone has to die, and then the rest of the team has to get an advantage somewhere.
That's why you pointed this out previously, though, Fel, that concentrated energy early item for Fa is just so valuable, man. for any of the Guinevere's that are picked up here. Navi, at least in a sense, you know, Keishi got an early kill. She's able to go ahead and scale up on the Nolan. I'm just wondering, is the Nolan scale going to be enough to contest what Galaxy Phoenix has?
I feel like the skill is going to be good if you can get Sophia, right? Because I really feel like it's not what you have, it's about how you use it.
Yeah.
You got the damage.
Yep.
But if you can't kill Sophia, if you can't kill Winnie, then there's really no point to your hero.
Yeah. Sophia's the key for Navi to get to game 3, man. At this point. But Sophia, playing like the way that she did on the far side, now you don't have as much mobility to kind of get out of those dangerous situations. You're really just relying on either getting that little minor stun in with a projectile or just flickering, right? The athletic flicker, as I call it. But right now, the second turtle's up. Galaxy Phoenix, very minor lead, nothing too crazy. This is something that Navi can still take and bring in their favor. Fighting for this turtle. This is going to be a full-on fight, too. 5v5 for this one as everyone's around this. No setup there with spatial migration. This might be not Ainami going for this. Dark Wave is already used, too. Here's the engagement, though, and Revitalized use. She's trying to get away. Winnie once again with the Blazing Doeurn on the backside will be able to take her out. They go for the trade right now, ignoring the turtle. Rihanna joining the fight on Winnie. She's going to be pushed back, but here in the mid lane, a Lantern will take out Lima, bringing her back to the turret. And now Murray could be the one in trouble as she's going to be the trade again. It's a 2-for-1 as Galaxy Phoenix can now take the turtle.
I gotta say, Nancy, this is very unfortunate because Navi, they're missing quite a lot of abilities. The most obvious one is the Avatar of the Guardian.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, they gotta figure out how to take down Fa. And Fa has been perfect so far.
Rian in trouble. Projectile already got stunned too. She's gonna pop the ultimate. Tries to get away and she dodges and weaves, but Ling won't let it happen. Catches her under the turret. And Sophia there dropping down the ultimate. That Mystic Gush just to keep her safe.
I gotta say, Navi is trying to fight fire with fire, but the Phoenix just has too much fire at this point.
Fire.
And Fa,
looking for more. Fa found another. Not Ayanami trying to survive with the Infernal Pursuit, but Galaxy Phoenix picks up another.
I feel like Fa was talking to her coach and be like, oh no, Frederick got nerfed, Akai got nerfed, Foxia got nerfed. We still got Gwyn though.
Still got Gwyn. Oh. Hey. I think we're going to see a whole lot of Guinevere, man. Oh, yeah. If not just in MWI, but
or just a lot of bans. Because that's oppressive. Anytime Fa just sees a target, she goes for it. And again, never punish. Never punish. I think that's the big problem here, Naisu. Right? Navi hasn't punished anything from Galaxy Phoenix.
From game 1 to game 2, now Navi trying to figure out how do we deal with this crowd control steamroll that Galaxy Phoenix's lineup has given them. And you're almost wondering, you know, what is that? What is that going to be? Is it eventually just going to fall into that same position where it's like, all right, is Rian online? Does she have the Trinity? Are we ready to fight here? Once again up top, we're going to drop it down. Rian is gone out of the picture, and now Murray, after the Avatar of the Guardian, she's going to be going for more. Finally, Fawn's going to go down too. Not Ayanami, pops the Sophia's flicker. They still going to look for more. Sophia has a stun, gets her with a projectile. They lose Fa, but it's a trade though. You're gold laner for the jungler.
Yeah, at this point, it's kind of like good news, bad news. Good news, we're able to take Fa. Bad news, Fa does not have a shutdown. She only had 1 kill. And now Ayanami's here finding Ling. Ling should be able to get out of here, but now with Rian.
Oh, can they get Ling? Okay, bravest fighter. Flying Clouds, though. Again, that is going to be something to consider. How fast they can bring themselves back to a base defense or into a defense of the fight if they have to with the Flying Clouds. This last turtle is going to be up. 2 already went over to Galaxy Phoenix, and now they're in position here with nearly a 3,000 gold lead to take 3 for 3. A Mystic Gush would drop down from Sophia. There's an Avatar of the Guardian. You're going to try to cut Sophia off as she's trying to get away. She's still alive. Good Wrath of the Dryad to cover the fire, plus the Blazing Doeurn on the backside under the turret. Winnie will get back with the BMI and 2 down for Navi.
We understand the idea, but again, the execution just wasn't clean enough, and this is one of the reasons why Beleric is so prio, because it's a very good anti-dive comp, right? It's just like, whoever comes in, I alone can basically disperse everyone.
He's enough of a deterrent to stop things from happening. Half the time you see her just use the flicker, Wrath of the Dryad combo, and it stops things from even pursuing any further.
it's just one of those things that just prevents any kind of action because damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you don't attack me at all, we're just gonna take things for free.
Yeah.
But then if you come and attack us, you have a toll to pay, right? You're not gonna get out scot-free.
Yep. And this is interesting too. Looking at the items, you see Sophia has the Genius Wand herself on the gourd.
Yeah.
And then that's actually what allows them, whether it's her, whether it's, you know, utilizing this Guinevere from Fa, they work in conjunction with each other.
Look at this. Rain also looks like is going to go for the Sky Piercer. I think even she understands that they need some kind of miracle here.
Yeah, they need something to happen. Again, Navi, they've got to find themselves in this kind of space of surviving. Again, a spatial migration, even with the Revitalize just gone in an instant. Murray, she's dealt with this now from game 1 to game 2, and it just seems like Galaxy Phoenix has her number. Lord's gonna go ahead and charge in on that top turret, taking out the Holy Defense.
Right now, Galaxy Phoenix is just, hey, we have one combo, right? Gwyn jumps in, and then the Gourd ult.
Yeah.
It's so simple. They've been executing it time and time again. As great as Sophia is, Fa, man. Fa has been relentless on this Guinevere. Like, the stat line is like 117. It seems like whatever, man. But look at this game. She's gonna make a name here in MWI, especially against Navi.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's why I was asking, you know, that experience, that veterancy they got from competing in an MPL, even if they didn't get the results that they wanted, I think that was enough to go ahead and give them this kind of confidence, this kind of synergy that we're seeing them execute just even here in this first series for Galaxy Phoenix. Like, they're playing as a team. They have that synergy. They have that call. And it's just who's going to be able to go ahead and stop that momentum they built up in this portion. Whereas in Navi, on the other hand, like you said, where are they going to be able to answer? Whether it's Fa, whether it's Lima, whether it's Sophia setting things up for them.
There really is like Galaxy Phoenix be like, all of those guys did this to us.
Yeah.
They keep using Gwyn, Gourd, Farsa, and now we're going to give it over to you. Which honestly, it might also be a different advantage where, you know, MPL Cambodia is like, you know what? We want to help you out.
Yeah.
Like, we're not competitors in the sense of, you know, in MWI, so we're going to give you all the information. Imagine 9 MPL teams.
Yeah.
Are like, we're going to go all in on you. And this is the result. They look absolutely amazing. They look clean. They look composed.
This is
They look like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, this is the thing you mentioned, man. They were uncomfortable there in MPL, and now they've grown to this point where they're just, I mean, they to be fair, like, they are giving it to Navi right now.
They should be one of the teams for both Stream A and Stream B to look out for moving towards this competition. Hopefully we don't jinx them, though. Right now, Galaxy Phoenix is 7,000 up, and Winnie is having a good time. If she dies after this, I apologize.
Oh, look at this. Lima going in with the conceal play. They're just trying to set things up in the sandwich play. Once again, they're going to cut off not Ayanami. She's off from the team. There's the Wrath of the Dryad flicker combo. We see time and time again. Murray trying to get away, but even with the Avatar, the Guardian is not enough to escape with her life. As 2 fall, the top turret goes down as well. Galaxy Phoenix sees the win in sight. They're going to lock down on the base anyway, and they want to sweep Navi, and they'll do just that.
We already have 2 upsets in day 1 of MWI. But I gotta say, that's a very happy win for Galaxy Phoenix. And they deserve it because, again, it's all about just fight, and everything went well. I gotta say, I would be so surprised, Naisu, if somehow, some way, Fa gets that Gwyn again. I think it should be a perma ban at this point.
You know, you remember, since we shared the desk in the wild card and Renmar did it before he puts his headphones on, you know, we saw this in day 1 of the wild cards, where teams were surprising, you know, what we were seeing. And it was, again, this kind of adjustment period for the other competitors to be like, oh, they are using these heroes. These are some of their go-to heroes that are making them work. And I think, yes, 100% Fa's Guinevere is going to be one of them. Hell, even the Belric.
Oh, yeah, Belric too,
It's crazy that they made it work so well here for Galaxy Phoenix.